Chingu, can you suggest? What action Korean dramas should I watch so my hubby will watch it with me?
Sure, Chingu, you have a variety of choices that you can choose from and enjoy this with your hobby. Watch this. Hello, Chingu! Welcome back to the Soul in Me Korean Drama Review YouTube channel. Before we proceed, Chingu, with the best action Korean dramas that I highly recommend for you to binge watch, I am in need of certain inspiration and drive so I can continually do this and fuel our addiction, Chingu, for K-dramas, films, and everything about Korean entertainment. Thus, Chingu, it will be really great if you can give me some love and support. It is free, and it won't even take a second of your time to do it. Click that like button, subscribe to this channel, smash that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload the video. Share this video, Chingu, to your family and friends who are K-drama addicts like us. And if you are even feeling more generous and can give a second or two of your time, do comment below if you agree on my list of recommendation for an action genre K-dramas, or if you have one you can recommend. The action K-dramas, Chingu, that I will recommend here so that you have a better understanding why I am recommending it for you to binge watch is because of the following reasons. 1. The plot and the story is really well done. Number 2, it is unpredictable. Number 3, it will truly keep you at the edge of your seat. I suggest, Chingu, that if you do watch any of these recommendations that I will give on this video, that you shouldn't have a work or anything important to do the next day. Because honestly, Chingu, you won't be able to stop watching once you start watching it, as they are not only action-filled, but most of them are truly suspense thrillers. Number 25, Nobody Knows, broadcasted on March 2, 2020, starring Kim Seo-hyun and Ryo Deok-hwan, produced by SBS with 16 episodes. It is a story about a detective who had been guilt-ridden all her life when her best friend died 19 years ago and she survived because of her. The criminal got away with murder because her fear at that time caused her to lie that ended up becoming the truth during the investigation. Now, as a detective, she was given a second chance to catch the killer. Number 24, Kill It, broadcasted on March 23, 2019, starring Jang Ki-yong and Nana, produced by OCN with 12 episodes. It is about a paid assassin and an excellent detective who cross paths on their regular lives and got attracted to each other without knowing the true self of the other. For some reason, Chingu, this K-drama didn't do well in ratings, and the number of episodes were cut short from 16 to 12. Thus, the ending became a rush. I honestly sometimes, Chingu, don't understand the taste of people when it comes to what they really like to watch. Just like here in YouTube, wherein the channels with no sense content, quote and unquote, but just there to give some laughs, even if sometimes offensive, gets millions of views and subscribers. Don't get me wrong, Chingu. I'm just commenting not out of jealousy for these YouTube creators who do this. In fact, more power to them. This is just coming from my confusion of the kind of content this generation do like nowadays. And this, I believe, is similar to the fate of this K-drama that for me is totally unfair. It has a great story and cast, and yet, for some reason, it didn't work in ratings. Nonetheless, Chingu, if you are similar to my taste and in need of quality and do have quote and unquote one senseful K-drama, then I highly recommend you watch this. I stand on my recommendation and give this K-drama the love and support it deserves. Number 23, Healer, broadcasted on December 8, 2014, starring Ji Chang-wook and Park Min-young. Produced by KBS2 with 20 episodes. It is about a man who solves crimes hiding his identity and took a case with him pretending to be a newbie reporter only to discover that the case is related to his past. This is one of the good projects of Ji Chang-wook, which seems to be lacking in his recent projects ever since he came back from his military service. Unfortunately, Chingu, that is my opinion. Number 22, City Hunter, broadcasted on May 25, 2011, starring Lee Min-ho and Park Min-young. Produced by SBS with 20 episodes. This is about a young man who grew up in the village of Thailand after some tragic occurrence when he was a child. He got a combat training and was given the opportunity to be highly educated and be weaponized to achieve the goal of the person whom he came to love and consider as family. By the way, Chingu, as part of Gossip, this is the K-drama wherein Lee Min-ho and Park Min-young ended up developing feelings for each other and dated for quite some time as a couple. Unfortunately, it did not work out and parted ways later on. Number 21, Special Affairs Teen 10, broadcasted on November 18, 2011, starring Joo Sang-wook and Jo-an. Produced by OCN with 9 episodes. This did so well that the second season was produced and shown on April 14, 2013. The story is about a special unit that deals with criminal investigations for the most violent crimes and crimes that has a less than 10% rate of success being solved in South Korea. Are you liking my recommendations so far, Chingu? If you do like and agree with them, please do comment below. And if you want to know more about my other recommendations, don't forget to also watch my 10 best romantic Korean drama per year from 2011 to 2020. And also my review on Sweet Home that you can watch on Netflix. Check it out if it is worth your time to watch and will make you read subtitles. Number 20, 2 Weeks, broadcasted on August 7, 2013, is starring Lee Joon-gi and Kim So-yeon, produced by MBC with 16 episodes. It is a story about a man who got falsely accused of murder and it totally changed his life. He learned that he needs to save his child that was unbeknownst to him he fathered a long time ago and got 2 weeks to do just that beyond all odds. Number 19, The Guest, broadcasted on September 12, 2018, is starring Kim Dong-wook, Jung Yun-chae, and Kim Jae-wook, produced by OCN with 16 episodes. It is about a psychic, a Catholic priest, and a detective who ends up dealing with crimes related to mysterious and unexplainable powers. Number 18, Sketch, broadcasted on May 25, 2018, starring Rain, Lee Dong-gun, and Lee Sun-bin, produced by JTBC with 16 episodes. This is about a detective who have a special power to see 3 days into the future when it comes to crimes that will happen and sketches it. Number 17, Iris, broadcasted on October 14, 2009, starring Lee Byung-hun and Kim Tae-hee, produced by KBS2 with 20 episodes. This is about two elite National Security System agent or NSS agent who fell in love with one woman, resulted to betrayal, and ended up in revenge. The main plot revolves on stopping the reunification of North and South Korea. This K-drama is such a success that they created a film, a spin-off entitled Athena, the Goddess of War, and Iris 2. But all of this Chingu pale in comparison to this first production of action-packed Iris. Number 16, Bad Guys, broadcasted on October 4, 2014, starring Kim Sang-jung, Ma Dong-seok, Park Ha-hye-jin, Jo Dong-hayuk, and Gang Ye-won, produced by OCN with 11 episodes. The story is about the police force ended up giving chance to chosen criminals to change their ways and do some good to the society by catching criminals like themselves and using their talents to do so. This K-drama became so successful, similar to Iris, that a movie and season 2 was produced. But in the same token, similar to Iris, the succeeding production were not as engaging and successful in my book as the original Bad Guys. Number 15, Life on Mars, broadcasted on June 9, 2018, starring Jung Kayong-ho, Park Sung-won, and Ko Ang-sung, produced by OCN with 16 episodes. This drama series is a remake of the UK television series Life on Mars that was aired on BBC One from 2006 to 2007. It is a story about a detective who got into an accident and woke up 1988, almost 3 decades ago of his time. What's so interesting about this K-drama is you have to guess whether this is just his hallucination or actually is happening, notwithstanding the interesting comparison about how technology has changed from then to now, especially in solving crimes and the way we live. Number 14, Tunnel, broadcasted on March 25, 2017, starring Choi Jin-hyuk, Yoon Ha-yoon-min, and Lee Yoo-young, produced by OCN with 16 episodes. This is a story that started in 1986, wherein a detective desperately tries to catch a killer. There's a moment when he thought he could finally catch the serial killer as they went through a tunnel and had a scuffle. But he got hurt instead. When he woke up, it was 30 years later and found himself in the year 2017. And it seems that the serial killer is at it again and knows the secret of the tunnel. Number 13, Duel, broadcasted on June 3, 2017, starring Jung Jae-young, Kim Jung-eun, and Yang Se-jong, produced by OCN with 16 episodes. This is about a crime that deals with the abuse of science invention in regards to cloning. This K-drama is ahead of its time in tackling the dangers of cloning and how this can be used against humanity. Okay, Chingu, I will need to do a part 2 of this. Sorry, it is so that you can digest first my initial list. I know you are busy, so I don't want this video to be too long. For the meantime, don't forget to try and watch first any of these action-filled K-dramas I suggested on this list. And do watch next week for the last of my top 12 action K-dramas. Till next week, Chingu! Salamat! Thank you! Kamsahamnida!